welcome to Road Notes. This is going to be an interesting episode. So you remember when we were doing the trading places videos? Well, I've learned to do everything now except drive. This could be really good or this could be a complete nightmare. So we're going to give this a try, but we're going to do this in stages. Obviously, I'm not going to just try to jump in and drive this baby on the highway, but I'm going to learn the basics today and we're going to see how it goes. The only issue is this is a twist. We have a trailer with a car behind us, and you know the old adage, go big or go home? Well, considering we're home, I guess I better go big. Wish me luck. Sitting in this chair. I feel like this is very, I don't know. It's an awful lot of space between this and the, it's weird when you're sitting in the passenger side, it doesn't seem the same as when you're in the driver's seat. And I feel like this is the size of me.
Yes,
all right.
Not so bad.
Okay, so explain to me what everything is. I know ours is not like all computerized like some of them, so it's not as daunting, but this thing is still huge all the same. So I know these are the mirrors and I know the leveling jacks because I've done them before.
Yep.
So explain to me what emergency start is.
Well, that's if, say your battery's no good and it won't start, that overrides the battery and it gives you another push to get it started.
Oh, okay.
So you can, you know, get your battery replaced.
Okay.
The engine.
All right. Fog lights, I know.
Never had to use it, but
not something.
hope we don't ever want to use it.
Right.
Yeah, we got fog lights. We got obviously
regular lights.
Headlights,
right?
because this is not like a car where you have running lights or automatic lights on off.
Okay.
This one, it's manual.
Okay.
It does have running lights, by the way, just not for the headlights. It just has those little, you know, those little runners on the side and the front.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise.
This is when you tow, right? This is what you've been using when we've been going places.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot of back and forth with, even if you don't tow, whether you should use it or not. I was always taught on this size rig, because of the weight, to always use it, whether you tow something or you don't tow something.
But what's it do?
Just because of the engines aren't made for this rig specifically. You know, Ford just makes the engine as like a big pull engine, but when you start having, like us, 24,000 pounds, it's a lot easier on the engine if you use the haul button, even if you don't tow.
And that's for braking too.
Yeah, braking, it's they have the one touch brake, so when you have the tow haul on and you're driving and you just touch the brake once, it shifts down. It's kind of like a downshift. If you touch the brake. Oh,
that's that noise I hear when I'm, okay.
Yeah, if you touch the brake again, then it shifts down again. So it helps you shift down rather than wearing out your brakes, because that can happen really fast with these rigs. They're not air brakes. You can run your brakes hot really quick if you constantly are pushing down your brakes, especially when you pull like we do a car behind. So you really want to utilize the one-touch brake shifting down system. And you gotta, the biggest difference is driving a car in this obviously doesn't stop as fast, so you gotta look way ahead of you what the traffic is like,
right,
and start slowing down way earlier than you think.
But you slow down by hitting the brake,
just touching it,
or just taking your foot off the pedal.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how fast you're going and how much run you have, but you know, typically in traffic when you're going 50 miles an hour, you see a light changing,
you're going to downshift.
You're going to downshift quickly. So you either once, twice, 3 times, and let it do its thing.
Okay. And this is all just I know the shade, which is still down right now.
Right, shade.
The generator start, the lights, and the fan. So what is this?
Well, that's your info for the dashboard. So you can reset your odometer, you can set up your odometer, and it gives you the info for the dashboard.
Okay, all right. And then this is our TPMS, and I know we're getting ready to turn it on.
Yeah, TPMS, we want to turn on obviously before we drive. Takes about 5 minutes or so to get it going, so before you leave, you want to have it all connected. So typically I start it up like 10 minutes before we start or leave to let all the sensors connect. So we're sure I checked them last night because our pre-checklist, I do it the day before, make sure all my tires are okay. So I don't get caught on the day of leaving. So I know they're good.
Do you actually use cruise control?
Never have, but it's there if you want it. I don't use it. Never have on any of our trips. I just don't.
I can't imagine on these hills using this.
Yeah, I think it just eats a lot more gas than, you know, just trying to ride it smoothly. I mean, we don't ever go over 60 anyways.
So, okay, so that's the normal stuff. Now, I've seen you when you drive, I know that this is on.
Yeah.
And then the cameras, work on the...
Well, we have side cameras and obviously the rear camera. So when you use your direction lights, it changes the camera on the screen to the left side and to the right, obviously to the right. So you can see what's to your right before you make a turn.
And it automatically goes, if you hit reverse, it automatically comes up for the back camera?
Right. Or you can just have it on at all times, which we do.
Right.
When I pull our car, I like to see what's going on back there, so I have it on all the time.
Okay. All right.
So in case,
oh, that's right. When we drive, I've seen that. Okay. I feel, because I watch what you do when we were driving, but when we were in the mountains, obviously I got really, really nervous because of the hills. And the way that the engine sounded, but I guess that's normal. It's supposed to do that when you're doing the downshift.
All right, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And we're gonna finish getting everything ready to leave, and then we are getting out of here. Baby. Yeah. Just roll it out. Turn it. Yeah, you gotta turn. Clear? Yeah,
Clear.
You're clear. I see you clear. See, now you're straight. Keep going.
I'm not straight, I'm backward.
No, I mean, keep going to the stop sign.
Oh.
Here. Go to the stop.
I'm afraid to hit the gas.
Just turn. You gotta turn the wheel though. You're fine. Let's go to the stop sign. Okay, we made it out to the highway. Leslie made her first exit out of a campsite and learned how to maneuver a couple of turns, which is pretty much the hardest thing to do in driving any of these RVs, is knowing how to turn, knowing when to turn, knowing how wide to turn. On a straight highway, she wouldn't have any problems driving it, but it does take a little bit getting used to taking those turns. But once you got that, piece of cake, and she did great.
So the takeaway from my first driving lesson is that this rig is huge. Add the trailer to it. Intimidating? It's a good word. But I turned the corner. So lesson 2 coming up. Stay tuned. It's only going to get harder from here, and let's just hope I don't hit anything. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the button, like the bell, do all that stuff, and we're going to see you next week.